All right, workout worthy, welcome to Amazing Abs. This is a quick, effective, complete core workout that's going to lengthen, strengthen, tone, and condition all of the muscles in your midsection. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and save this video. Your workouts do not need to be extreme, but you do need to be consistent. So come back and be consistent with me anytime. Now we're going to start with some basic crunches. Let's come onto our sit bones. I want you to hold your hamstrings and lay back nice and slow. Reaching through the crown of your head, stretching towards the wall behind you, feeling length. Elbows are out nice and wide. And we're gonna lift to a hover. This is as relaxed as we're gonna be through a set of basic crunches, feeling length, sucking our belly button in towards our spine. 2 counts, up for 2, then lower to the hover, looking up at the ceiling on an angle, keeping our chin nice and level. Feel like you're stretching your head towards the wall behind you, gliding up that wall without rounding your back or tucking your chin. Exhale up. Inhale, hover. Exhale up. Inhale, hover. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Single tempo, basic crunch, contract, control. Lift and lower. If this tempo feels too fast, go ahead and slow it down. Go at your own pace. Focusing on form, on isolating the core more than our speed. We're halfway. 8 or less. 7. Elbows out nice and wide, keeping the shoulders low and relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna stay with the basic crunch, but bending our knees, come up to a boat pose. Stretching to the wall behind you with that crown of your head, keeping the elbows out nice and wide. Lifting up to the hover, we're going to do that same set of basic crunches starting nice and slow. Exhale up. Inhale, hover. Exhale up. Inhale, hover. Our legs are stationary. Sucking the belly in towards our spine, still looking up at the ceiling on an angle, not looking at our knees. Elbows are out nice and wide, so we're not pulling with our arms. We're contracting with our core. Exhale. And inhale, exhale, singles. Now you can keep your hands below your head for a little bit of support, or you can reach your hands towards your ankles, adding a little bit more challenge, a little more range of motion, making this the core workout that you need today. We're halfway. 8 or less. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now our upper body, we're gonna bring our palms up to the ceiling, arms are down, and we're gonna do a hip hinge. So our knees stay bent. We're gonna keep our belly sucking in towards our spine, keep our shoulders low and relaxed. We're gonna go nice and slow. 2 count hip hinge. Hinge for 2, contract, pulling up. Hinge for 2, contract, pulling up. Inhale as we lower, exhale as we lift. Inhale and exhale. The idea is to get as low as you can towards the floor without touching, but also without arching your back. We want to strengthen the core. We don't want to strain our back in the process. Inhale and exhale. Let's keep this pace. Hinge for 2, contract for 2, hinge for 2, contract for 2. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, feel that length, belly sucking in. Let's do 4 more at this nice and controlled pace. Hinge and contract. You can stay at this pace the entire set, or if you do want to increase to single tempo, you can do up to 8 singles. If I'm gonna do a single tempo, it is a much smaller movement, so I can keep good form. If I want a bigger movement, it's gonna take me a little longer than that single tempo pace. Great job, lower down. Now we're gonna put these 2 moves together with a double crunch, fingertips behind your ears. We're gonna stretch through the crown of our head, lifting to a hover. And then we also wanna lift our legs to that hover, meeting in the middle. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, chin is off our chest, looking up at the ceiling on an angle. With this double crunch, you're probably not gonna hinge quite as low, because remember, we do not wanna strain our back. We've got 4 more at the slow pace. 3, Nice and slow. Last 2. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. You can stay at this pace or singles, and you have that option. If you want to reach towards your ankles as you do this double crunch, go right ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs extend. We're gonna keep our legs straight, and we're gonna do that same set of basic crunches. Stretching through the crown of your head, feeling that length, lift to the hover. And we're gonna do 2 count basic crunches to start, nice and slow. Exhale up, inhale, hover. Exhale up, inhale, hover. Exhale. And inhale, feel that length, like you're stretching your head to the wall behind you, keeping those elbows out nice and wide. 4 more. Slow and controlled. Exhale. And inhale, going through your own range of motion. You can stay at this pace, or we can increase singles. And the single tempo can keep your fingertips behind your ears for support, or the single tempo can add that reach, adding some difficulty, adding a little bigger range of motion. We're halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come down, palms to the ceiling. We're gonna do a pelvic tilt, contracting our core, lifting our legs straight up towards the ceiling. We don't wanna round our back. We don't wanna swing our legs towards our face. Pretend there's a wall right in front of those legs. 2 counts. Up for 2. And lower. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Palms are up because I really want you focusing on your core contraction, not on pushing through the floor. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. It's not a very big range of motion, but it really isolates that core. You can stay at this pace or singles. Contract. Contract. Not rounding, not swinging, but contracting, lifting the legs up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. We're halfway. 8 or less. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double crunch. Fingertips behind your ears. So we're gonna try to do that pelvic tilt as we do that crunch. It's very challenging. So listen to what your body needs. Go at your own pace, your own option. Lift to the hover. Here we go. Contract and hover. Contract and hover. Such a small range of motion, but so challenging. Exhale and inhale. 4 more, nice and slow. Exhale. And inhale, exhale, and inhale. Last 2. Exhale, and inhale. Last 1. Okay, you can stay at this pace, or we can finish with singles. Contract, hover, hover. Not arching your back. No momentum. Inhale, and exhale. We've got 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, so good. Reach those arms overhead, extend your legs out straight, reaching through your fingers, stretching through your toes. Couple nice deep breaths. Now we have 3 exercises left. We're gonna flip over them, holding your hamstrings, round up nice and slow. Let's do a quick stretch. Round and release. Gentle stretch, round and release. 2 more, round and release. Last one, round and release. Good. Now we're gonna do a plank. You can be on your toes or on your knees. We want our hands directly below our shoulders. All 4s, modified or extended. Lift and hold. Feel that length from the crown of your head all the way to the floor. Reaching. Chin is level, shoulders are low and relaxed, arms are straight, elbows are soft, pressing the floor away. Feel the pads of your fingers, the pads of your palm. Belly is sucking up towards your spine, breathing. Try not to push your heels back. Shift so your heels are right above your toes. Now you can stay holding this plank, or you can point one toe, bring it back down, point the other toe, bring it back down. It's a low leg extension in this plank pose. Not really worried about lifting the leg. What we're doing is we're taking away a contact point. So it's making this plank even more challenging. Modify if you need to, progress if you can. We've got 10 seconds left. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften the knees. Sink it back. Feel that length. Now coming up onto all fours. We're gonna do a bear. So arms below your shoulders. We're gonna flex our feet, lift and hold. Now try to get your knees off the floor. Neutral spine, feeling length from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Breathing. Now if you need to set your knees down, and then join back in when you are able. Holding bear, but not holding our breath. Breathing the entire time. Feeling that length. Now this is a 60-second interval. You can stay here, or you can add a bear crawl, moving the opposite arm with the opposite leg, keeping your neutral spine. So we don't want to wobble side to side. We don't want to arch. We don't want to round. Holding bear or bear crawl. We've got 15 seconds. Breathing through the challenge. Almost there. Belly sucking up towards our spine, keeping integrity through the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. So good. Sink it back. Feel that length, feel that stretch. On to all fours, one last time, our final exercise. We're gonna alternate spinal balance, reaching, opposite hand, opposite leg, back to center, opposite hand, opposite leg, back to center. Keeping that neutral spine instead of reaching towards the ceiling. Really feel that length. Reaching towards the wall in front of you with your arm. Reaching towards the wall behind you with your leg. Minimizing any wobbling. So you're gonna feel your body shift, but we don't wanna see a shift. Slow it down if you need to. We're past halfway. This is 60 seconds total. Alternating, opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep the shoulders low and relaxed. Reach with the arm. Don't shrug with the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink it back, extended child's pose. Reaching through your fingers, sinking those hips over your heels. Round up nice and slow. And we are done. Great job, workout worthy. So that was a quick, effective, complete core workout. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and come back anytime.